Gary Hickson
on BBC Radio Lancashire.
Oh, what about these ladies then?
And the referee blows the full-time whistle, which means that England make more history.
Will it interest naturally? You know, will everybody be getting into it more? The BBC got behind women's football this season, we know. But is it going to be reflected locally as well? Let's see if it does. Nick Barrett joins me. He's the coach of Morecambe Ladies FC. Nick, welcome to the programme.
Hello.
So what about the Lionesses? What have they done for women's sport then, the ladies' teams?
They've done a great job, haven't they? I'm sure everybody that's been watching the football and obviously the interest that's been both here and there have been impressed. And as you'll probably know, the women have probably been the most successful women's team ever, and it just shows that it's definitely on the increase and the upgrade. People are really starting to show an interest, and the professionalism now is getting better and better with each tournament, each season. The Super League, the Women's Super League, now there's a Super League too. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and let's hope that everybody's noticing this and getting involved.
Is this reflected in the county as well, in Lancashire? How popular is women's football here?
Well, I've been involved in women's football. In fact, I'm manager of Morecambe Ladies, as you say. This is our 10th year anniversary, and it's there's teams popping up all over the place now, and being involved in women's football, you start to realise there's a bit of a buzz about the place, particularly with Facebook and Twitter and all that. You see these little comments popping up, how fantastic the girls have been over in Canada and how fantastic Mark Sampson's been, what a great job he's done. There's all sorts, there is a buzz, and we were all worried that they would go away to a tournament again and it being a bit of a flop, but they've done the country proud, and everybody involved in women's football is really been so appreciative of what they've done and what women's football can now do.
Yeah, I spoke to a man a long time ago who helped remarket American soccer, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
And they, as you know, you know this, what I'm saying, they got behind the women's game like you'd never seen. They said, well, let's treat it as Soccer USA, men and women. And I know it's not their first sport over there, but that's what happened. And look, it's obvious that they're going to win the World Cup, isn't it? Because they've got the best facilities, they get massive crowds, they play week in, week out into that kind of thing. Because that game there has changed it, hasn't it?
Well, women's football in America is massive, and obviously the results show that. But it is expanding globally. The Japanese, obviously, they won the World Cup last time, and they got to the final again. But European teams are up there now. England, obviously, third best in the world after the result the other night. We've got American women's team coming to play us at the end of July, which for someone, the team from Dallas, I think it is, they're coming to play us at the end of July here in Morecambe. I mean, that speaks volumes for us, the fact they've picked us as one of the teams they'd like to come and play.
Yeah.
So it's globally expanding, but definitely we've had a lot more interest in the last fortnight with the Women's World Cup than we have perhaps any pre-season. We've got probably 5 or 6.
And how young do you start there?
Well, we can't take players until they're 16,
right.
But they do at Morecambe at the community team. There is a community team as well, which is linked to us, so they can take them from an open age of perhaps 6 upwards. But as an open age team, 16 and above, we are definitely noticing an increase in women, perhaps women even that have said, I used to play football at school, I've been really motivated and really excited about what's going on, and I really want to get back into it.
It's great, because it's great socially as well, isn't it?
We are a social team. That's one of the things that we always say. If you want to come and play football, we want you to enjoy it. So we're not going to be grilling you and drilling you. It's about enjoying all aspects of it. And we do have a social secretary in the social side of things.
I think if we don't move on and stop comparing it to the men's game, and we've got men's tennis, women's tennis, and they're treated and looked at in different ways, same with the football. There's room for both.
There is. You can't really compare the two, because in any sport, I don't mean to be prejudiced in any way, but men are always going to be more powerful and faster. The women's game is a different game. They're not as powerful and strong, but they are as technically gifted.
Yeah.
If you've watched any of the games, the skills are all there. Yeah, it's just a slightly slower game and less powerful, but But it's just as fascinating. Being in women's football, you appreciate women's football for what it is.
I bet they dribble right past you, Nick, anyway.
Nowadays.
Thanks for joining us, fella. That's great. Nick Barrett, coach of Morecambe Ladies FC. So I'll take you back there.
Hickson on BBC Radio Lancashire.